Okay, hey, we are live. Welcome, everyone. I am here with my friend Donna and Michelle, and we're going to start a series on Sundays. We've been planning our week on Sundays, starting with that. Starting the week off well. If you start the week well, you conquer it, right, and then you conquer your month and your year. So I would love to. My name's Peg Tucker, and I am here in upstate New York. It's beautiful right now. I live in the land of ice and snow. We only have 3 months of summer and it's here now. So we're enjoying that. So I would love to, Donna and Michelle, if you could just tell just a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your background, and then we'll share what we wanted to share today is some things that we've been learning. And particularly we were talking about a book that we're all familiar with called Atomic Habits. So we'll get to that in a second. So Donna, if you could share tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes. Hi, Peg. Hi, Michelle, and everyone watching. Thank you for joining us. So I'm Donna Stelter. I live in Southwest Florida, and I am a nurse turned business owner. So I love the freedom of, running my own business. I can do it all from my phone, but I can also use my professional knowledge as a nurse to really help women level up their lives. So I am happy to be here with you both.
Thanks, Donna. Awesome. We are happy to have you, and you can see the beach in the background on Don. That's not a something that she programmed in. She's actually at the beach. It's actually that pretty where she is. So yeah. Thank you, Donna. So Michelle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am not at the beach. I wish I was. I'm a little jealous. I am from Texas. I'm so excited about all the self improvement I've had since I started the company. I can implement some of the things that I have been studying, and it's so exciting to me. And one of my favorite books that I've read is Atomic Habits, and I really work on implementing all of those tiny little 1% changes that over time make such a big difference. And I'm excited to be here and talk about it today.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Michelle. So what we want to talk about today, we are, as Michelle mentioned, we all work together and we really enjoying work together. But what we want to do is really talk to you about what we learn, like both Donna and Michelle mentioned, the personal development that we get to partake in. And as we mentioned, the book Atomic Habits, the one quote that we heard this week in a clubhouse room that we were in was that every action that you take is a vote for the person that you would like to become. And that really struck me. That really, I liked it. Like, what if you planned what if you thought about everything? Like, is it leading me in the direction of my dreams, or is it leading me in the other direction? Right. And I know, and actually I have another book here that I read a long time ago called The Slight Edge. And it's the same principle, right? As that quote, not the same principles as the book Atomic Habits, but the principle is that, if I eat a burger today, or if I eat a salad today, it's not going to make a huge difference in my health today. If I choose a burger every day, I'm going to gain weight, right? If I choose a salad every day, I'm going to start improving my health. I'm going to start feeling better. And so, if I choose, we have all these choices, all these actions that we take, right? And if I choose to hit the snooze alarm on my alarm, instead of getting up to either to work out, I like to start my day with prayer and meditation, and then get into, setting my intentions for the day, and then do a workout. That's going to take me where I want to go with my health and my well-being. And everything else I think is going to the abundance in my life, right? But if I choose to snooze, and it's really easy to do, and it's those small decisions that making, if it, like we said, if every action that you took was a vote for the person that you want to become. So Donna, I would love to hear, what you have to share on that. What's been your experience?
Okay, so I am all about taking care of this vessel. And I believe it is so strong in my life is because I've had 27 years of experience as a nurse, and I've always worked with critically ill patients or hospice patients. So I know that life is such a gift. And so I feel it is so important to take control of our health when we're young, when we're younger. Sometimes we feel when we're younger that we're invincible, right? But then once we start hitting, 45, 50, 55, things start settling in. I really love reaching out to people and saying, let's not wait until you are desperate, like in a desperate situation, to start improving your health. And I love that book, Atomic Habits, because it's tiny habits. You don't read the book and just, one day you start all of these, things to work on. You start with small little increments. Take one thing that feels really good to you and start that and do it for like 14 days. And then pick another habit and then, bring that into your daily routine. So one thing I'll just share that I have found really works for me, and it's just two simple things. One is when I go to bed at night and I turn off my phone and I, get myself all nestled in my covers and everything like that. I really try and think about, bringing myself into the present moment. I love my bed. I love my, my pillow. I love that my body is healthy. And I just kind of have a beautiful, quiet story that I run through. And I don't necessarily say it out loud, but I can kind of whisper it to myself or have it go, the story run through my head. And it just, you bring some gratitude for the day. I helped 3 women with, their whatever, was ailing them. I, took my dog to the beach and, just creating this positivity in your mind as you are, resting for the night. And then I kind of do the same thing when I wake up in the morning. I do hit my snooze because I know my snooze is like 7 minutes. And I lay there before I jump out of bed. This is going to be an amazing day. I'm going to have a great day. This is going to be the best day ever. And I just kind of go through some things like, who am I going to help today? Who's God going to bring in front of me? Who am I going to make a connection to? May I make healthy choices for myself? And then I hop out of bed and start my day. So that's my little tip.
I love that, Donna. And it's so true because those healthy choices, we can make choices that aren't so healthy for us and think, well, who's going to know, right? It's just today. I'll just do it today, right? And who's going to know? But and that's the biggest part of integrity, I think, is doing. You're the most important part in that formula. So I really love that. And I love that before you get out of bed, I've been doing that lately. I've been doing gratitude before I get out of bed and then doing a little breathing exercise before I go to bed, because sometimes I can wake up and my mind's racing a little bit. Right. But so we're talking about planning our day on Sunday, setting our intentions for the week. And Michelle, you have been like so busy lately. You have been just crushing it. And I know you've got a house full of people and you just spent some time on vacation, but you still found time to fit some work in. And that's, that's part of what we do, right? We get to work from wherever we are, like Donna's working at the beach right now. So Michelle, how do you like to plan your week? What's your strategy and how do you manage to fit it all in?
I plan my week every Sunday. I get pen to paper. I have these cute little pads that have, I don't know if you can see this, but it's each day and it's kind of worked out where you can write out your day, your goals and what you're trying to do. But what I do is habit stack. I have certain things that I'm going to do without even thinking about it. Like I'm going to get up and I'm going to have my coffee right away. So I have had a goal to drink water before I drink my coffee. It is so hard for me to do. So I have the water ready right there by the coffee pot. So while the coffee is making the one little cup, I drink that water because it's right there next to the coffee. Then with my coffee, I take my vitamins. So the vitamins are right next to the coffee. Then from there, I stack a habit on going straight upstairs and turning on computers, laptops, iPads, whatever I need to use for the day. And next to that would be the next thing that I'm going to do. And I just stack things on top of things I'm already doing because I felt like I had so many things that I needed to change and so many new habits I needed to create. I felt like it was overwhelming. So starting planning on a Sunday, what I'm going to accomplish in the week has helped narrow that focus down. And then looking at everything as not this great big picture, but a little, like in the book, it says, make these little 1% changes in many different areas. So if I look at it that way, it's more manageable. So I try to change a little bitty thing out of different categories and make that plan on a Sunday so that I can implement it during the week. And it seems to really help me be more organized and get more accomplished on Saturday. That's when I end my week and say, yay. And I have these wins in all these little different areas that just make me feel more successful, which in turn makes more success.
Yeah, that's awesome. Celebrating those wins and being able to have those little wins and also filling in all, I love the habit stacking thing because there's, I'm not sure who said this, but the universe abhors a vacuum. So if you just remove a bad habit, you really need to replace it with a good habit, right? So I love the coffee and the water and then getting yourself rolling for the day, having those habits just, and I don't know, do either of you know how long it's supposed to take to form a habit? Does it say in that Atomic Habits? I think it's
I think it's 21 days, but I think you can, if you set your mind to it and it's a habit stacked with the habit you already do, I think you can accomplish that in way less than 21 days.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool because, I think we're all consistent. People say, well, I'm not consistent. We are very consistent as creatures, as human beings, but it's what we're consistent with, right? So, yeah, I wanted to share with you too. I've got this really great planner. I love Darren Hardy. I love listening to Darren Hardy, and he's got this Sunday planner that he got from this gentleman that he met at a family, at a friend's get together. And this man was a billionaire, and he was an older gentleman, and he shared his secrets to success was planning his week on Sunday. And he's got this Sunday planning system. And so if you can imagine taking a paper and dividing it into 4 quadrants, at the top, he's got what his mission is, his mission in life, right? And then from that, he picks 3 goals. So goals for the year, right? So you've got goal number 1, goal number 2, goal number 3, and then he's got a category that he calls the Devil's Vortex. So that's all the other stuff, right? So you've got in goal number 1, say if it's your finances, and then you've got your family, and then you've got your relationship. Those are the goals that you want to work on. And then all of the other things on your to-do list, you would put in the Devil's Vortex. So those are the things that you really don't need to do or don't need your full attention, or maybe you can, delegate to someone else, right? They might, maybe it's something that does have to be done, right? Folding the laundry, but we were just talking about that. Like we've been so busy lately, our laundry's building up a little bit, some of us, but luckily I've got my husband does that. So I actually, if you want this, I've got this in a PDF, the Darren Hardy's Sunday planning system. If you would like it, reach out to one of us and we'll shoot it over to you. I've been really having some fun with it, just kind of really manifesting and setting my intentions for the week, and then going into my planner and putting things where I can fit them in. I use Google Calendar. Some people like pen to paper. I'm liking the Google Calendar because I've always got this with me, and it's, you know, it's always on there. So, and I can set myself reminders too. That's a really good thing. So, yeah, is there anything else that you ladies would like to share that comes to mind? Oh, Donna, I think you're muted, Donna.
Oh yeah, I didn't want the wind to get into the noise here. So yeah, I'll share real quick. So yeah, I'm a paper and pencil person. And so on Sundays, and that's usually Sunday mornings, I usually take some time and I plan out my week. And sometimes we can fill it with so many meetings, you know, work things, this, you know, commitment for this, commitment for that. What I just started to notice a couple of weeks ago was that, like, because I was so excited about my business and that work, that my own personal self-care was kind of lagging. And I think a lot of us can kind of relate to that. And so what I've started to do is, like, 2 days a week, I'm going to schedule like an hour, and no, it's not my exercise. That doesn't count. Or playing pickleball isn't my self-care. It is, like, you know, taking care of my skin, or doing something that really, you know, honors my body as a temple. Maybe it's taking a bubble bath, and it doesn't have to be in a whole hour, but maybe the whole process is like an hour, you know, getting the water ready and putting the smelly stuff in there is really helping ourselves to learn how to care for ourselves again, and putting that kind of on the forefront of our planning for the week.
Love that. Love that. Well, I know Michelle's really very knowledgeable about skincare too. So if that's something that, you know, as you're watching right now, and first of all, thank you for still being with us. If you're watching, if there's some things that you would like us, you know, between the three of us, we've got a lot that we have learned recently, whether, you know, personal development, skincare, hormone health. We've got, you know, we've got a lot of stuff that we have been talking about that we're like, you know what, we've got to do some sort of broadcast so that we can help women that are like us maybe 5 years ago, that are feeling a little lost, and where do I go for this knowledge, right? So if there's something that you would like us to share about, let us know, put it in the comments, and thank you for being here, and share this with somebody. If you know somebody that's just like kind of at a loss of how to plan out their week, or how to start getting in the right track of moving their life in the direction that they want, we are here for them. So thank you so much, ladies. It was really fun to do this, and we'll be back. We're gonna do this every Sunday night because we're gonna have some fun with it. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have fun at the beach, Donna.
Yeah.
Thank you.